Jeff says the PTR will update very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and I want to start this video off with this. Is Overwatch actually saved? Is the game beautiful? Is it become the game that it's always dreamt of becoming? Has it become glorious? Well, yes, but it's early days, isn't it? So the endorsement system and the LFG system is now live. Go into the comments on this video and tell me what you think. You can also tweet your thoughts to me on @UnitLostGaming. Now, what I want to do is talk about my experience with this system so far. So I have played a total of 11 games in the LFG system. And I've played 2 games just in solo queue. Now, I'm going to talk about solo queue to begin with. Both games of solo queue still had the same problem that it's always had. That is, you don't know what hero you're going to play. Luckily for me, I got to play Reinhardt in both games. That is good, because what that means is that I was equipped to play Reinhardt. I wanted to go in as like a shot caller sort of Reinhardt-y tank. I went in, I got that role, got it twice, and it was all good. But it was pure luck, right? There could have been 2 Reinhardt mains on the team. You know, all of the other problems that we've had before with Overwatch Competitive, they're still there, really. However, there is much less toxicity. This is because people are fighting for the endorsements. They actually will swap and they will try and build a team. This is in solo queue, remember? So this is actually really cool to see. Now, there are some issues with endorsements. There's 5 levels of endorsements. You could argue that once people get to level 5, maybe they'll stop endorsing as much, but we do know the way the system works is you have to keep getting the endorsements to maintain the rank, else you will decay away. Like, if you just don't get any endorsements, then your rank will just decay and you'll start losing your endorsement levels, which is not great. And don't forget, the endorsement icon is displayed next to your character portrait on Assemble Heroes, on your hero stat screen, literally everywhere. It's on your profile page. So you're going to want that to be as high as possible, right? Now, for me, it's a personal goal to get that to level 5 and to have it as much orange as possible, because I do like to just talk when I play the game, right? I like to try and come up with strategies and all of that stuff. At the moment, it's going quite well, so there's definitely incentive for me to do that. So I think solo queue is actually in a good place because of endorsements. It will be in a better place if we get to select the role that we want to play, but maybe that will come in the future. Now, let's talk about LFG. Because this bad boy, ladies and gentlemen, is a completely frigging awesome experience. Like, I'm going to put a series of videos out on the channel, and I might actually just turn this into a full-blown series anyway. This is me playing in the LFG tool. There's some videos of me playing in solo queue as well. But basically with the LFG tool, because you get to, you go into a group, right? Like, how can I, right, so you get to go into a group, and you get to play what you want to play, so nobody is toxic from the get-go. You have this little phase, this little period of time where you talk to each other and where you say like, oh, hey, you know, before you go into the game, what we're going to play, guys? What, maybe there's another tank in the team and maybe you want to play main tank. So then you say to the other tank, hey, what tanks do you play? And then they either say, oh, I play off tank or I play Zarya or something. And then you're like, oh, cool, so I can play Reinhardt. You've got this setup phase. You've got this bit of time to get to know people. I have felt like I am playing the game with like-minded people for the first time since the game launched. And the only reason I was playing with like-minded people when the game launched is because I played with a lot of streamers and YouTubers at that time. Now, though, I'm getting to play with random people who have got the same mentality as me, and it is so goddamn awesome. I have played 11 games with LFG, like I said, and I have had no toxic players. I'm not exaggerating this. I'm not like, oh yeah, finally they've given me LFG and I'm loving it, so it's just the best thing ever. No, I have had no toxicity. Yeah, there's been comments. There's been like, oh my god, what are these people doing? Or, oh, maybe we could swap the Widow. She's not playing very well. But there's not been the just, I'm leaving voice chat, I'm just going to throw, I'm just going to try. I haven't seen that at all. Now, this is a brand new system, right? So you could say that, yeah, sure, people are going to behave to begin with. What will happen next week? What will happen a month down the line? What's going to go on, right? What's the deal? How long will this hold up? Like, the consecutive games we're having right now, one after the other, are really damn good. They're really high quality. Even when you lose, I'm not, well, I mean, I lose games, right? In fact, my first 4 games of LFG, I lost, I won the first game, and then I lost the next 3. So I was 3-1 down. Normally, I'd have just stopped playing, right? I'd have just been like, right, that's it. Enough Overwatch today, because I'm just going to lose more games because it's not great, whatever. You know, there's no voice comms in the games. However, there's absolutely everything in these LFG games, and they're dead close. It's not like a whitewash. It's like, oh, the enemy team are beating us because the enemy team have got a really good Widowmaker. We are currently playing Reinhardt and Zarya into this. Guess what? Let's swap, guys, and go Winston D.Va and dive their Widow. Oh, we've just shut their Widow down. That is how this game is played. But we have not been given the ability or the opportunity to play it like that up until now. And it is so crazy to me. Like, I cannot believe it has taken like 2 bloody years to get to this point. I know, like, we had Jeff on the channel recently, and Jeff said, look, it's my fault, blah, blah, blah. You know, we should have done this earlier. Jeff's the leader of the team. He's the boss, so he's going to take that stuff, you know, on the chin, and he's going to come out and defend his team, and that's what he should be doing. That's what a leader does. But I don't know. I just feel like we've lost a lot by not having this in the game, because this feels genuinely like I'm playing Overwatch for the first time ever. It feels like I'm going in, I'm getting to play the role I want to play, and it is so goddamn awesome. That's why I'm going to make videos on this, guys, and they'll be on the channel, and they'll be coming out in the next few days. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, let's get on to what Jeff has said on the forum, because Jeff, Jeff has made a few little interesting posts. And the first one I want to touch on is the LFG system itself. So somebody said that it seems like a good addition, but I don't see many people using it. There are only 20 groups and on the EU server, including the ones in progress, most of which aren't even for comp mode. And then just goes into say, look, there's just no groups, right? Well, Jeff comes in and explains what's going on. He says that actually every minute 140 groups are being filled, which is a lot. But he says, keep in mind, the system does not show all groups all the time. It won't show groups that are full and now queued. It also won't show groups outside of your skill range or latency threshold. Now, I think at the moment there is a problem on NA where we don't know if you're going into a West Coast or an East Coast server, which obviously, you know, if you're on the West Coast, you want to play in a West Coast team. You don't want to play on the East Coast. I think changes are coming, like Jeff does say there are changes coming. So, yeah, that should be pretty good. One of the another comment actually on this, somebody said it's a little awkward, and when one of the group members leaves, trying to get that slot filled is not intuitive when in the menu. If there was something like fill slot button, that would be great. And Jeff says, yeah, we agree, we've got a solution for this coming up. So they are working on a lot of stuff. And then he does finally say on the LFG, we're really happy that you're enjoying this feature. Our feature team worked extremely hard on this patch and poured their hearts into it. We're actively taking feedback, but also have a bunch of improvements coming for the system. Some of these will even be on PTR very soon. Let us know if there are any areas of confusion. But what's interesting here is Jeff says some of these will be on the PTR very soon. What's also interesting, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen, is all these kind of crazy hero teasers. And when Jeff says very soon, Jeff means very soon. I think we're going to see some stuff pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Stylosa and this is Unit Lost. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember, let me know what you think about LFG. It's a very exciting time for Overwatch, and I cannot wait to play more. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Toodaloo.